English 9B, Multiple Choice, Part A, Shakespeare. Number 1. Shakespeare was born in A. London, B. Stratford, C. Verona, or D. Budapest. Number 2. What was the official name of Shakespeare's theater? A. The Orison, B. The Wooden O, C. Hamlet, D. The Globe. Number 3. Which of the following is not characteristic of Shakespeare's theater? A. Elaborate props and sets, B. No ceiling, stage open to the sky, C. Trapdoors on stage to help ghost characters disappear, or D. Used only male actors. Number 4. The groundlings were A. The girls who sold fruit on the grounds of the theater, B. The boys who used the old coffee grounds to dye fabric, C. The theater spectators who stood packed in around the stage to watch, or D. Females who tried to pass as males so they could act. Number 5. Shakespeare died A. on his 25th wedding anniversary, B. on his birthday, C. the day his son was born, or D. before his plays were published. Number 6. Which of the following techniques did Shakespeare not commonly use in his writing? A. Prose, B. Couplets, C. Blank verse, or D. Haiku. Number 7. Which of the following does not describe the line, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks"? A. It uses iambic pentameter, B. It is a run-on line, C. It is an end-stop line, or D. It includes an archaic word. Number 8. A couplet is A. Two consecutive lines of poetry that rhyme, B. A line with no punctuation at the end, C. A guy and a girl that like each other, or D. A stressed, unstressed syllable pattern. Number 9. Unrhymed iambic pentameter is also known as A. A couplet, B. A run-on line, C. Blank verse, or D. Stressed. Number 10. Which of these is not one of Shakespeare's genres of writing? A. Comedy, B. Tragedy, C. History, or D. Horror. Number 11. When a character, alone on stage, expresses his or her thoughts to the audience, the actor is performing A. Aside, B. Soliloquy, C. Monologue, or D. Solo. Number 12. A remark made to the audience, unheard by other characters, is called A. Aside, B. Soliloquy, C. Monologue, D. Irony. Number 13. When a character's words or actions have one meaning for the character and quite a different meaning for the audience, we have A. Iambic pentameter, B. Blank verse, C. Dramatic irony, or D. Tragedy. Part B. Romeo and Juliet. Number 14. In the prologue to the play Romeo and Juliet, the chorus A. introduces the play, B. gives the cast of characters, C. tells why Shakespeare wrote it, or D. links the plays to others William Shakespeare wrote. Number 15. Romeo goes to Capulet's party to see A. Juliet, B. Rosaline, C. Mercutio, or D. Prince Aeschylus. Number 16. Tempers flare at the party when Romeo, A. is recognized by Juliet as a Montague, B. is recognized by Tybalt as a Montague, C. dances with Juliet, or D. insults Lady Capulet. Number 17. At the party, Romeo and Juliet A. fall in love, B. dance all night, C. meet for the second time, or D. agree to marry. Number 18. Romeo and Juliet declare their love after knowing each other A. a few hours, B. a day, C. 2 weeks, or D. all their lives. Number 19. Why is Friar Lawrence skeptical of Romeo's love for Juliet? A. He thinks she loves Paris. B. Romeo was recently madly in love with Rosaline. C. He thinks they are too young. D. Because of the feud between their families. Number 20. Juliet's father, Capulet, complicates things by ordering her to A. marry Paris, B. leave town, C. become a nun, or D. be confined to her room. Number 21. Juliet learns of Tybalt's death from A. her mother, B. her nurse, C. Romeo, or D. her psychic. Number 22. When Juliet's father orders her to marry Paris, Juliet first tries to A. tell him she's already married, B. run away from home, C. seek help from Friar Lawrence, or D. talk it over with her nurse. Number 23. In order to help her, Friar Lawrence uses his knowledge of A. marital problems, B. human nature, C. religion, or D. medical herbs. 24. When she returns home, Juliet pretends to A. Agree to her father's plan, B. Love Paris deeply, C. Hate everyone, or D. Be ill. Number 25. When Juliet prepares to drink the potion, she feels A. Happy, B. Free, C. Afraid, D. Angry. Number 26. Paris goes to Juliet's tomb to A. Confront Romeo, B. Bring flowers, C. See if Juliet is really dead, or D. Look for Friar Lawrence. Number 27. Friar Lawrence arrives at the tomb to find A. Romeo and Juliet whispering, B. The Capulets have arrived, C. Romeo and Paris dead, D. Juliet really dead. Number 28. At the end of the play, both families decide to A. Move away from Verona, B. Forget the whole incident, C. Reward the friar for his help, D. Erect a memorial to the dead lovers. Part C. To Kill a Mockingbird. 29. During the time period To Kill a Mockingbird is set in, the U.S. was involved in A. 2 foreign wars, B. A depression, C. A civil war, or D. Desegregation. Number 30. The narrator of this novel is A. Jeremy Finch, B. Charles Baker Harris, C. Atticus Finch, or D. Jean Louise Finch. 31. When Scout falls out of the tire, she feels that Boo Radley is still alive because A. She finds the pennies in the tree, B. She sees a shadow outside her window, C. She thinks she hears someone inside laughing, or D. She peeks through the Radley window. 32. According to Miss Maudie, Atticus gave up shooting because A. He had an unfair advantage over living creatures, B. Aunt Alexandra said it wasn't proper, C. He had to shoot Tim Johnson, D. He had to prepare his case to defend Tom Robinson. 33. When Jem was reading to her, Mrs. Dubose was trying to free herself from A. Being mean, B. The fear of death, C. Morphine addiction, D. Macomb County. 34. Atticus makes Jem read to Mrs. Dubose, A. So that she can teach him good manners, B. To set an example for Scout, C. Because Atticus wants to punish Jem for having bad manners, D. So Jem can see what real courage is. Number 35. Dill has run away from home because A. His parents never bought him anything, B. He has the spirit of adventure, C. He doesn't feel his parents care if he is there or not, or D. he has been chained up in the basement. Number 36. Atticus goes to the jail to prevent A. Tom's escaping, B. a lynching, C. Mr. Underwood shooting someone, or D. an attack by Tim Johnson. 37. Atticus says that every mob in a little southern town is made up of A. drunks, B. crazy people, C. trash, D. people you know. 38. Mr. Dolphus Raymond has all of the following except A. land of his own, B. mixed children, C. a Negro woman, or D. a drinking problem. 39. The peculiar thing about Tom, which would lead one to believe he had not grabbed the girl and beaten her, is A. his wife and children, B. his crippled arm, C. he was working at Link D's, Number 9. He had helped her before this. Number 40. Mr. Raymond pretends to drink liquor because A. it gives people a reason for his way of life, B. he wants to appear sophisticated, C. everybody else does, or D. he hates the foot-washing Baptists. Number 41. Mr. Hecate testifies that Mayella Ewell was beaten A. on her left shoulder, B. on the right side of her face, C. by several people, or D. by her father. 42. Mayella Ewell makes it clear in her testimony that A. she had many friends, B. she wanted to go back to school, C. her father was not always good to her, or D. the townspeople were prejudiced against her. 43. Scout knows the jury has convicted Tom because A. Atticus told her, B. the jury did not look at him, C. the judge had made a decision, or D. Mr. Gilmer presented a better case than Atticus. Number 44. When Atticus leaves the courtroom, A. Tom follows him, B. the judge asks him to stop, C. all the Negroes stand up, D. everyone applauds. Number 45. Jem is heartbroken when Tom is convicted because A. Tom was an old friend, B. he couldn't understand the injustice, C. he was disappointed in his father, or D. he lost a bet. 46. After the trial, Bob Ewell A. beats Tom's wife, B. kicks Mayella out of the house, C. spits in Atticus's face, or D. kills Tom Robinson. 47. Mr. Underwood describes Tom Robinson's death as A. the working of justice, B. relief from an evil man, C. a senseless slaughter, or D. Atticus's fault. 48. When Scout says, "Thus began our longest journey together," she foreshadows that A. This journey will change their lives forever. B. This is the first time Jem and Scout will have gone on a trip together. C. Jem and Scout's journey will be their last one together. Or D. All of these. (49) Jem and Scout are attacked on the way home from a Halloween pageant at school by A. Bob Ewell, B. Cecil Jacobs, C. Boo Radley, or D. Tom Robinson. Number 50. While Dr. Reynolds treats Jem, Sheriff Tate arrives to tell Atticus that A. Jem will never walk again, B. Bob Ewell lies dead in the schoolyard, C. Boo Radley has been arrested, or D. Scout will have to testify in court. 51. It is logical that Boo Radley would have been the one to save the children because A. He was fond of them and often left them treasures. B. They had to pass the yard on their way from school. C. He watched their comings and goings from his house. D. All of these. 52. Scout was being saved from being stabbed due to her A. Ability to run from her attacker, B. Fainting during the attack, C. Chicken wire costume, D. All of these. 53. After the children are saved, Atticus and the sheriff decide to A. Tell everyone so they will know who the hero is, B. Admit that Jem killed Ewell, C. Say that Ewell fell on his knife, D. Keep the whole thing a secret. Number 54. After Scout takes Boo Radley home, she A. Stands on his porch, too frightened to move, B. Goes in and meets Mr. Radley, C. Runs home, afraid that the Radley ghost will get her, or D. Stands on the porch, looking at the street as Boo has seen it. 55. Atticus says that the bravest person he ever knew was A. Boo Radley, B. Tom Robinson, C. Mrs. Dubose, D. Nathan Radley. 56. What does Atticus say a person should do to understand others better? A. Talk to them, B. Learn about their family history, C. Put yourself in their shoes, or D. None of these. 57. To Kill a Mockingbird takes place in A. California, B. Alabama, C. Louisiana, or D. Michigan. Number 58. The author of To Kill a Mockingbird is A. John Steinbeck, B. Lee Harper, B. William Shakespeare, or D. Harper Lee. Part D. Characters. Characters A through T will be matched with numbers 59 through 78. Please don't scratch off the names on this document. A scratch-off box is available on your answer sheet if you need to cross them off. Thank you. Here's the character box. A. Romeo, B. Nurse, C. Atticus Finch, D. Calpurnia, E. Bob Ewell, F. Jean Louise Finch, G. Tybalt, H. Friar Lawrence, I. Rosaline, J. Mercutio, K. Apothecary, L. Mayella Ewell, M. Paris, N. Prince Escalus, O. Tom Robinson, P. Juliet, Q. Lord Montague, R. Jeremy Atticus Finch, S. Arthur Radley, T. Heck Tate. 59. Juliet's cousin. 60. Sells poison to Romeo. 61. A racist who abuses his daughter. 62. Killed by Romeo in Act 5. 63. Known as Scout. 64. Romeo's best friend. 65. Lies about who raped her. 66. Found guilty of a crime he did not commit. 67. Commits suicide by stabbing self. 68. Suggests making a statue of Juliet. 69. Takes seriously the responsibility of protecting his younger sister. 70. He's impulsive and love-struck. 71. The town sheriff. 72. A recluse who does not set foot outside of his house until absolutely necessary. 73. Orders Romeo to be banished. 74. A cook who is a firm disciplinarian. 75. Tells Juliet Paris is a far better match than Romeo. 76. A widower who is raising 2 children on his own. 77. Knows all the doings of Romeo and Juliet. 78. Does not return Romeo's love. Part E, ACT rubric. Match each description with the appropriate score and place the correct letter in the space on the answer sheet. Scores that are a 1 would be A. A 2 is B. C for a 3. D for a 4. E for a 5. F for a 6. So for 79, which score on the ACT rubric matches this description? Make sure you place the letter in the correct space. 79. Essays within this score range demonstrate adequate skill in responding to the task. The essay shows an understanding of the task. The essay takes a position on the issue and may offer some context for discussion. The essay may show some recognition of complexity by providing some response to counter-arguments to the writer's position. Development of ideas is adequate, with some movement between general statements and specific reasons, examples, and details. Focus on the specific issue in the prompt is maintained throughout most of the essay. The organization of the essay is apparent but predictable. Some evidence of logical sequencing of ideas is apparent, although most transitions are simple and obvious. The introduction and conclusion are clear and somewhat developed. Language is adequate, with some sentence variety and appropriate word choice. There may be some distracting errors, but they do not impede understanding. '80. Essays within this score range show little or no skill in responding to the task. The essay shows little or no understanding of the task. If the essay takes a position, it fails to convey reasons to support that position. The essay is minimally developed. The essay may include excessive repetition of the writer's ideas or of ideas in the prompt. Focus on the general topic is usually maintained, but focus on the specific issue in the prompt may not be maintained. There is little or no evidence of an organizational structure or of the logical grouping of ideas. Transitions are rarely used. If present, an introduction and conclusion are minimal. Sentence structure and word choice are simple. Errors may be frequently distracting and may significantly impede understanding. 81. Essays within this score range demonstrate competent skill in responding to the task. The essay shows a clear understanding of the task. The essay takes a position on the issue and may offer a broad context for discussion. The essay shows recognition of complexity by partially evaluating the implications and/or complications of the issue, or by responding to counter-arguments to the writer's position. Development of ideas is specific and logical. Most ideas are elaborated, with clear movement between general statements and specific reasons, examples, and details. Focus on the specific issue in the prompt is maintained. The organization of the essay is clear, although it may be predictable. Ideas are logically sequenced, although simple and obvious transitions may be used. The introduction and conclusion are clear and generally well developed. Language is competent. Sentences are somewhat varied, and word choice is sometimes varied and precise. There may be a few errors, but they are rarely distracting. 82. Essays within this score range demonstrate effective skill in responding to the task. The essay shows a clear understanding of the task. The essay takes a position on the issue and may offer a critical context for discussion. The essay addresses complexity by examining different perspectives on the issue or by evaluating the implications and/or complications of the issue, or by fully responding to counter-arguments to the writer's position. Development of ideas is ample, specific, and logical. Most ideas are fully elaborated. A clear focus on the specific issue in the prompt is maintained. The organization of the essay is clear. The organization may be somewhat predictable, or it may grow from the writer's purpose. Ideas are logically sequenced. Most transitions reflect the writer's logic and are usually integrated into the essay. The introduction and conclusion are effective, clear, and well developed. The essay shows a good command of language. Sentences are varied, and word choice is varied and precise. There are few, if any, errors to distract the reader. 83. Essays within this score range demonstrate some developing skill in responding to the task. The essay shows some understanding of the task. The essay takes a position on the issue, but does not offer a context for discussion. The essay may acknowledge a counter-argument to the writer's position, but its development is brief or unclear. Development of ideas is limited and may be repetitious, with little, if any, movement between general statements and specific reasons, examples, and details. Focus on the general topic is maintained, but focus on the specific issue in the prompt may not be maintained. The organization of the essay is simple. Ideas are logically grouped within parts of the essay, but there is little or no evidence of logical sequencing of ideas. Transitions, if used, are simple and obvious. An introduction and conclusion are clearly discernible, but underdeveloped. Language shows a basic control. Sentences show a little variety, and word choice is appropriate. Errors may be distracting and may occasionally impede understanding. 84. Essays within this score range demonstrate inconsistent or weak skill in responding to the task. The essay shows a weak understanding of the task. The essay may not take a position on the issue, or the essay may take a position but fail to convey reasons to support that position, or the essay may take a position but fail to maintain a stance. There is little or no recognition of a counter-argument to the writer's position. The essay is thinly developed. If examples are given, they are general and may not be clearly relevant. The essay may include extensive repetition of the writer's ideas or of ideas in the prompt. Focus on the general topic is maintained, but focus on the specific issue in the prompt may not be maintained. There is some indication of an organizational structure, and some logical grouping of ideas within parts of the essay is apparent. Transitions, if used, are simple and obvious, and they may be inappropriate or misleading. An introduction and conclusion are discernible but minimal. Sentence structure and word choice are usually simple. Errors may be frequently distracting and may sometimes impede understanding. Part F. Researching and Writing. 85. What is the full meaning of the acronym MLA? A. Michigan Language Association. B. Modern Language Association. C. Michigan Library Authority. Or D. Major Language Academy. '86. The parenthetical notation for the provided article should look like which of the following? And A, in parentheses, quotation marks, Weekly Reader, quotation marks, parentheses. B, in parentheses, quotation marks, beep beep, new driver ahead. Is tagging teen drivers a good idea? Question mark, quotation mark, parentheses. C, parentheses, quotation mark, beep beep, quotation mark, 2009, parentheses. Or D, in parentheses, www.weeklyreader.com, parentheses. 87. Following MLA format, which of the following works cited entries would be correct for the provided article? Would it be A, quotation marks, beep beep, new driver ahead. Is tagging teen drivers a good idea? Question mark, quotation mark. Weeklyreader.com, period. 10 May 2012, period. Web, period. B, no author, period. Quotation mark, beep beep, new driver ahead. Is tagging teen drivers a good idea? Question mark, quotation mark. Web, period. 29 May 2013. C, http://www.weeklyreader.com/pc-11-3-current-events-reg period ASPX. D, quotation marks, beep beep, new driver ahead. Is tagging teen drivers a good idea? Question mark, quotation mark. Current events, comma, a Weekly Reader publication. 11 May 2009, 7 plus, period. General Reference Center Gold, period. Web, period. 29 May 2013. 88. Which of the following does not require parenthetical notation? A. Statistics. B. Common knowledge. C. Quotations. D. Paraphrasing. Or E. All of these require parenthetical notation. 89. What is it called when information from a primary source is used for an academic purpose without the student giving credit to the original source of the statement or fact? A. Placarding. B. Plagiarism. C. Academic thievery. D. Muckraking. Number 90. If you need to write a parenthetical notation for a book by Tony Oxley for page 24, what would it look like? A. In parentheses, Tony Oxley 24. B. In parentheses, book, comma, 6-6-03. C. Oxley 24. Or D. Title of book, comma, 24. The following 5 statements about works cited pages are either true or false. Clearly mark your answer as T or F on the answer sheet. 91. Works cited entries should be single-spaced with a double space between each entry. 92. The works cited page is arranged in alphabetical order. 93. The second line in any works cited entry is indented. 94. The works cited should appear at the top of the works cited page. 95. In a works cited entry, the first name of the author is written first, and the last name of the author is written last. Part G. Parts of a formal essay. 96. A possible attention grabber would be A. A statistic. B. A quote. C. An anecdote or short story. Or D. Any of these. 97. What is the most important sentence in your paper? A. Topic sentence. B. Concluding sentence. C. Thesis. D. Memory maker. 98. Where should your thesis statement be located? A. Last sentence of your introduction. B. First sentence of your introduction. C. Middle of your introduction. Or D. It isn't in the introduction. Number 99. Which of these is not part of the body of the paper? A. Examples. B. Topic sentence. C. Concluding sentence. Or D. Thesis. 100. What goes at the end of your conclusion? A. Thesis. B. Memory maker. C. Attention grabber. Or D. In quotation marks, the end. 101. Which of these things does not appear in your identification block, ID block, located in the upper left-hand corner of your paper? Your name, teacher's name. A. Your name. B. Your teacher's name. C. Page number. Or D. Class. 102. Which of these would be an appropriate header for Amanita Farney's second page of her paper? A. Farney. B. Amanita Farney 2. C. Farney page number 2. D. Farney 2. 103. Which of these would be the correct way to write November 15, 2013, in parentheses the date, in the ID block of a formal paper? A. November 15, 2013. B. 15 November 2013. C. 2013 November 15. D. 11-15-13. 104. Which of these is not true about the structure of a formal paper? A. Typed in 14-point font. B. Double-spaced. C. Paragraphs indented. Or D. Has a header. 105. Which of these is not true about the title of a formal paper? A. It is centered. B. It is in 12-point font. C. It is underlined. D. It is creative. Part H. Match each term to its definition. We'll start with the vocabulary terms over here in the box. A is amiable. B is malignant. C is obstreperous. D, oppressive. E, peril. F, fortitude. G, inflection. H, haughty. I, perpetrated. J, acquittal. Going back to the numbers, 106. Noisily and aggressively boisterous. 107. A release. 108. A grammatical change, such as tense or mood. 109. Friendly. 110. To commit or be responsible for something, usually something criminally or morally wrong. 111. Harsh or cruel. 112. Behaving in a superior, condescending, or arrogant way. 113. Likely to cause harm. 114. Exposure to risk of harm. 115. Strength and endurance in a difficult or painful situation. Vocabulary Part 2. We'll start with the terms in the box. K is recluse. L is notoriety. M is corroborative. N is congenital. O is altercation. P is propensities. Q is degeneration. R is tacit. S, melancholy. And T, malevolent. 116. Feeling or making somebody feel a thoughtful or gentle sadness. 117. Existing at birth. 118. A tendency to demonstrate particular behavior. 119. Somebody who lives alone and deliberately keeps away from others. 120. The process of becoming physically, morally, or mentally worse. 121. Evil. 122. Widely known. 123. Understood or implied without being stated openly. 124. A heated argument, quarrel, or confrontation. 125. To confirm.